The state legislature in New York has approved a bill that would give employees 3 months paid bereavement leave to mourn the loss of a loved one. The bill covers grandparents and in-laws, amongst others. Betsy McCaughey, former New York State Lieutenant Governor, is with us. OK.
There's a reason they call it the bereavement bill, because it's another nail in the coffin of New York's economy.
Wait, you are so insensitive. How could you? People need time off when a loved one passes.
Well, they may need a little time, especially your in-laws, right? But look what's happening in New York. They're putting into effect a $15 minimum wage in the New York area. They just put into effect 12 weeks required paid leave when anyone in your family is sick, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing. New York already has such a huge tax burden. It's ranked dead last or near dead last in economic outlook. And now, on top of all that, they're piling on with another burden. I know that Andrew Cuomo is making new signs for the highway that say, New York's economy closed. No more hiring.
You tell the audience that he is not creating those
Oh, yes,
signs.
he is.
No, he's not.
With these bills, he is.
But look,
and yet he's going to feel under a lot of pressure to sign this because he's trying to move as far to the left as possible and earn his liberal bona fides before the presidential primary.
You know what bugs me?
What?
If you oppose this bereavement leave, 3 months paid bereavement, you oppose that, you are insensitive.
How about
You're
being
callous.
sensitive to the people trying to run a business?
Yeah.
Oh, they
Can
don't
you
count.
imagine how much more staff you need once everybody's taking time off, not simply because grandma's sick or your child has tonsillitis, but now anybody in the family dies, you get another 12 weeks.
I suspect there will be some people celebrating for 3 months when an in-law dies, but I shouldn't be saying
won't.
that because that's rather harsh, is it not?
Very hard.
Let me tell you.
So I'm going to move on, Betsy, before I lose this wonderful job. Drug maker Amgen. They're not going to raise prices. They're frozen prices. They're not going to raise prices this year. They credit the Trump administration's effort to get prices down. So they're saying freezing prices, and Trump did it.
Well, in fact, he did. Listen to his rhetoric.
What did he say about this?
He said that he wants drug companies to stop raising prices or else. And look what happened. First week of July, Pfizer said no more price hikes. Third week of July, Merck said, we're not raising prices. In fact, we're lowering prices on 7 of our popular drugs. And now here comes Amgen. So I say the president's rhetoric is good preventive medicine.
Yes, OK, it is. I get the point. But if you really want to get drug prices down, you've got to have a much more intense policy rather than just jawboning the drug companies. At the same time,
he's using trade policy because it's the foreign freeloaders who are forcing drug prices so high here. Americans consume 46% of patented drugs, but provide 70% of the profit.
Yes.
And then the European governments buy the drugs for just a little over the marginal price of the next pill. So who's bearing all the R&D cost? Americans. And that's what Trump is going to fix with trade deals.
You think that drug prices across the board, prescription drug prices, will come down substantially because of President Trump's policies?
At least it will prevent further increases. And let me tell you, we've seen it happen.
I'm looking for declines. Do you think they're going to come down?
Why are you looking for declines, Stuart? I'm going to ask you because the fact
the drugs
is
that I take are astronomically priced.
That's true. But we also have proof that those pharmaceutical products lower the overall cost of health care because they keep people out of the hospital and off the operating table, like anesthesia reversing drugs, for example.
The way you put it, it's just like, so there. You are the former Lieutenant Governor of the state of New York, I believe.
I am.
And a Trump supporter to boot, aren't you?
I am.
Yes,
right.
We can tell.
But I also believe that pharmaceutical innovation is one of the keys to controlling healthcare costs.
That is true. Betsy, you're all right. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. So there.